Welcome back to Trucking California with Velox 18. My name's Nick. I'm the owner and operator of Velox 18 Trucking. We're based out here in California, hence the name Trucking California with Velox 18. I'm an owner operator. I own that truck right there. It's called El Washout 2022 Peterbilt 389, 260-inch wheelbase. It is painted black. The color is actually black effect. I paid $160,000, right around there, $160,000 before taxes from the dealership a year ago. And truck prices have gone crazy. That's some of the most common questions I get, is how much I paid for that, and also where I bought the reefer. I bought it from Thermo King in Fresno, and it was a used unit, and I paid $57,000 for that one. So obviously those prices have gone crazy in the last year. So good luck finding deals like those ones. I've been told I have probably $100,000 in equity between the two things I have there, and I just bought them last year. Normally when you buy things brand new, you end up upside down for years before you have any equity in them, but hey, not this time. But why would I get rid of any of that to cash out that equity when I just have to buy another setup myself and be upside down? So that's neither here nor there, but those are some of the most common questions I get. Today we're gonna go towards the house. It's actually, we're picking up 1.5 miles away from my house, and we're gonna go right back to St. George, Utah. But before we do that, we got to clean out this trailer. I got my blower. We're ready to rock and roll, but first we got to roll the music. You guys ready for that? You guys ready for it? I don't know. I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I really don't. I don't. Roll the music. I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're ready. I don't think you're ready for this jelly. All right, we had a fresh washout in this when we picked up the last load we did, but these pallets just disintegrate when these guys offload them. So we've got to get all this stuff out of here. And this thing, little guy from Amazon, it died last night before I could get this all finished up. So I went home and charged the battery, and now we just got to knock this out. So I'm going to do this, and then we'll get on our way. Sound good? All right, we are on our way. This is one of those days where it just sucks to be a trucker, man. It just does. My wife was up all night with an upset stomach, and didn't get much sleep. And I was up off and on throughout the night too, as she was up. But then Gus in the morning, he's got a very rigid routine. As most kids on the autism spectrum, they tend towards routine, and so normally I'm not allowed to get up with him and get him breakfast or anything. But this morning I got up with him, and the way that he let me do the morning routine is because I told him, hey, you want to go get donuts? Donuts make me go nuts. And so we went and got donuts and started out our Thursday morning with that. But Jessica just texted me that she threw up again. So she was feeling better, she thought, this morning. I went and did the drop-offs, which was a whole other thing, because like I said, Gus has there's a route he wants you to drive to get to where we go. He's got a very strong sense of routine. So so we knocked that out this morning. He did awesome, and then now I'm kind of behind. We're trying to play catch up over here on our way to this pickup. Probably be about 5 minutes early, but I like to give myself a little more time than that if I can help it. But anyway, but Jessica just texted me that she threw up again. So it's like, man, I don't know what to do, because this receiver only receives on Monday through Friday, and it's Thursday, so I got to pick it up today, deliver it tomorrow. And then I'm trying to get something to come back home tomorrow, so I've got a bunch of bids on loads and stuff. Well, I shouldn't say a bunch. I've got my eye on a couple loads, and I got a bid on one load. But anyway, so all that to say that I think Jessica's gonna have to tough it out like she always does. I mean, she's one of the toughest trucker wives I've ever met. You know, she just toughs it out. She's had many days where she's been sick or under the weather, and I'm gone, man. I'm gone, so she just gotta pull herself up by the bootstraps and do it. And she does have a support system through our church, and her sister lives 2 blocks away, so she definitely can rely on people. But oftentimes, you know, my sister-in-law has 3 little girls under the age of 4 as it is, or under the age of 5. So you know, she's got her hands full too, and you know, everyone's busy running their lives, so it's not always easy for people to drop what they're doing and help her out. But hopefully this is just a momentary thing, and she'll be able to get back on her feet quickly, because we're just I gotta get this load to Utah, man. I don't think I can delay it. So anyway, we will get over here to the pickup. It's just about a mile from here, and I've never actually been this way in to make this pickup, so it's kind of a weird route I'm taking, but it's but I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to go this way as a truck. It's just one of those things where you're like, I never go to this part of town because it's kind of a weird part of town. So anyway, we're picking up a mile and a half from the house, so kind of cool. But I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit when we check in over here. All right, we checked in over here 2 minutes early. 10:58. I mean 9:58. I'm sorry, 9:58. The lady made me sit at the window for over 5 minutes, and then she came up and said, "Sorry, I didn't see you there." And I said, "It's okay, don't worry about it." But then she wrote down on my paperwork that I showed up at 10:04, and I thought, if they give me some kind of a late fee because this lady didn't come answer the window, you know, at the driver check-in, then I'm gonna have an issue. But I don't think they're gonna have anything like that at this Americold anyway. So it's kind of an interesting outdoor dock setup. So hopefully, it's kind of a narrow road. I'll wait for this car. Hopefully I can get the one where you just back in off the street, because that will be the easiest one for me to get into. That's where I just saw Chris, one of the subscribers that I've met in person and gotten to know in person. He runs a lot of the same loads I do out of the same places. He runs all local though. So he runs a day cab, and he was just in that dock right there, dock number 1. And I think that's the easiest one to get into. The other one, you pull in and get loaded, and then you got to go down there and turn around and flip a U-turn, and it's kind of tight back there from what he told me. So hopefully someone stole their catalytic. I think. Sounds like to me. All right, I'll catch up with you guys when we get in the dock. All right, so we got in the dock. Look at us in there, in the little bat cave, in the little Washout cave. It's kind of cool backing into a little outdoor dock, but under an awning. But kind of, I don't know. This is a cool spot. This area of Turlock is like the old industrial. Foster Farms has a huge presence in this area, so they've got like warehouses all over the place. They're like to the left, to the right, everywhere, all around us. It's probably why this cold storage was here originally. It was just for Foster Farms chicken. But as it is, we're getting cheese here. So here it is. Here we are. And we're getting loaded up. They're getting us loaded up quick, man. They got 2 guys on us. One of them bringing them out of the cooler, and the other one loading it in the truck. It's gonna be quick. All right, man, we got loaded just like that. Lickety split. And railroad tracks. And now we're just headed Ooh, man, those are rough. Now we're just gonna head over here and get out of this little neighborhood we're in. That trucker was a nice guy. He's got a happy demeanor. I like people like that. So he's getting called to go back and get loaded right now. So here you see the turkey plant for Foster Farms. And the guy pulled up to the these guys are pulling up to the stop sign. Okay, there we go. Making it hard for me to make my turn. Those narrow little streets. This feels like Vernon right here. That's what this feels like. Old industrial area. And then houses on the right. There's a funny little like cross section here between the old and the newer, and the still older still back the other direction. So, but if I drove straight ahead and then made a left down there, we'd be going home. But we're not going home. We are not. We are not. All right. Do not stop on tracks. Union Pacific guy right there. I'm tempted to go over to these little taco trucks over here. David's Tacos has some awesome queso tacos, but we'll do that another time. All right, let's go. Down here in Fresno, and I just realized I hadn't updated you guys, so I called Jessica before we left Turlock, and I just said, asked her what her plan was, if she's still sick, like, is there a backup plan in place to pick up all the kids from school and get them where they need to be and all that. So she said Miles, being a 17-year-old with his license and a car, will go and pick up all the other kids from school. He already gives Maggie a ride every day because they go to the same campus, but they'll have to go over to pick up Lucy from school and then go pick up Gus from school. So all the kids will go pick up Gus from school, so that'll be fun. That'll be outside of his routine for sure, but I think he'll enjoy that change up. He might get a little like, what the heck's going on, but I think it'll be good. So anyway, because I could have, waited around about 4.5 hours, parked at my yard and then just left out later, and just driven late into the night. But being that I didn't get a good night's sleep last night because of all that, and it didn't sound like a good plan to drive until like 2 in the morning. So I was glad when she said that Miles could do that, and he's gonna miss a little bit of his baseball practice to make that happen. But we pay for his car, his gas, and his insurance. So I feel like kind of he knows where the blessings come from. So he just he doesn't say no, and his coach will make him run probably or whatever for being late. But hey, man, we gotta do what we gotta do. So anyway, that helps me out a lot. That'll get me over to Utah at a reasonable hour. I'll still be driving into the evening time, late evening, but I'll be able to take 10 off and sleep, get a good night's sleep. And we're still looking for a load to come back, so I'll keep you updated on that. For now, we're just gonna keep on trucking. Had to make a quick pit stop over here in Tehachapi, and El Hueso's older brother or something. I don't know. Definitely a little bigger. Got that nicer sleeper. Got taller stacks. Got a square end bumper. But pretty similar. I had to park next to him. You know how it is. Birds of a feather flock together. All right, we're out here on I-15, just watching that sun go down in our rear view as we head towards Vegas and eventually St. George. And yeah, gotta take every opportunity you can to get a snapshot of the best artist, God's paintbrush. All right, it's a little windy. I'm gonna cut this off. All right, when we stopped back there at the rest area, I checked on the loads I've been kind of waiting on, and it's looking like we may end up deadheading home tomorrow. I mean, I'm holding out hope. I'm holding out hope that we can find something good tomorrow, but it's just really not looking promising right now, the way that things are going. There's a couple loads I was looking at on Convoy, and they both went for significantly less than what I was trying to bid on them for. And there's one school of thought that says, you got to drive those miles anyway. You might as well put something on the truck and at least cover your fuel. And then there's another train of thought that says don't haul cheap freight, and don't undercut the prices for everybody, because it'll only hurt you in the long run. And so usually I don't like go follow on either of those extremes. Basically, I just want each load to make sense for me and for my business and for what my goals are. And so some of my goals aren't just business goals, but also home time goals. So I have a goal of this Saturday getting home for Lucy's opening day ceremonies for her softball season, and so that's playing into what loads I'm looking at. How I don't want to be delivering up in Reno on Saturday. That's not something I want to miss. I want to be delivering somewhere close by to my house on Saturday, and so maybe I should have played ball a little bit, and maybe because I'm kind of being picky about my loads, I should have taken less money to haul the load that would have worked for me. But I also know sometimes Convoy they say the load's been booked, and then all of a sudden they award you the load at the last minute, you know, for the amount that you asked for. So it's hard to play that game with Convoy and know that, you know, you're not just leaving money on the table. You know, they'll only award you the load early if you're in their price range, you know, and they're taking advantage of you. If you're getting your money, if you're getting your the amount that you want, or even close to it, then they won't award you the load until the very last minute. So anyway, so it's hard to play that game with them. It's hard to play. It's hard to know, you know, exactly what I should do. So what I've decided is that we're holding out for a good load, for a better load, and yeah, we'll just see what happens. We'll see if we can, you know, make a buck tomorrow, or if we're gonna lose a buck tomorrow. But whatever happens, we'll make the best of it, and pretty sure we'll still make money tomorrow. I mean, for the week, we'll still make money for the week. You know, we'll be over our break-even point. Pretty sure that with this load here, we're already over our break-even point. So I'm not worried about it, but I'd like to find something else to put on the truck. So anyway, we'll see how things go. I'll catch up with you guys a little bit later on. Yeah, I'm still hungry, or I'm starting to get hungry. I still need to stop for dinner at some point. So I'll catch up with you guys when I stop for dinner. I don't know where that's going to be yet, but I'll figure it out. All right, got myself something to eat over here at Prim, in Prim, Nevada. And just stopped real quick. Don't want to chew up too much of my clock. I already took a 30-minute break in Tehachapi, so I don't need to stop for a long time. But I did just want to say, well, there was some traffic southbound on I-15 right there, like, you know, between Baker and Barstow. And man, guys, there was another accident, and it was a truck, and the truck was smashed in pretty good. So obviously I did get some footage of it, but I'm not going to put it on there. I'll probably put a little bit of the footage of just the line of traffic after it, but it was not good. And so I actually looked it up on the CHP website, and it said they had to medevac the driver out. So this is the second day in a row I've seen a pretty major accident, luckily on the other side of the road from where I was driving. I mean, yesterday's was traumatic. I mean, it was like there was bodies in the street, guys. It was crazy. And then today, you know, I saw it was a truck that rear-ended another truck, and so it was an ugly accident. And I could just tell from how bad the Freightliner was smashed, that the driver had gotten hurt, whether he was, you know, it was like, you know, serious injuries or not. There's no way you can not get hurt when your cab gets crushed in, you know, running into somebody up ahead of you. So anyway, just be careful out there. It is seriously dangerous out here on the roads. Please pay attention. Put your phones down. Don't record YouTube. No, I'm joking. No, but for real though, like keep yourself aware. And man, increase your following distance. You know, I can sometimes get impatient and get tired of people getting in front of me if I leave too big of a gap. And sometimes I'll follow a little bit too closer than I should, when I feel like people are trying to cut in. But man, it just doesn't matter. Just back off, let people in, not just let people in, but like just preserve your stopping distance no matter what, at all costs, because you don't want to have to run into the back of another truck when they're slamming on their brakes or traffic's coming to a stop or whatever. So anyway, yeah, gnarly stuff. Please be safe out there, and hey, let's get down the road, and we'll get over there to St. George in about 2.5 hours, something like that. All right, sound good? All right, let's go. All right, we made it over here to St. George, Utah. We're parked in our normal street parking over here. We've got 10 hours before we need to make our delivery. Perfect timing. That means I got enough time to edit a little bit of video and then get about 8 hours of sleep. So I'm excited for that. I know you guys are excited for that too. A well-rested Nick means better YouTube videos. Let's just be honest. When I'm tired, these things get bad. They get terrible. Just terrible. all right, that's it, man. This is where we're gonna cut the video. And you guys will have to tell me in the comments if you were ready for this jelly, because I have no way of knowing if you were actually ready for the jelly or if you weren't ready for this jelly. I assume you guys were ready for this jelly because nothing much happened today. It was a good day. It was just nice, boring day. Boring is good in trucking, once again. And it was a good, boring day. Just nothing happened. Just cruised on up here. We saw another accident, so we got to heed that warning, man. Drive carefully. Increase your following distance. Put your phone down. All that stuff. But besides that, man, it was just a nice, cool, easy drive all the way over here to Utah. Used up all but 35 minutes of my drive time, so 10 hours and 25 minutes between, you know, driving over to get the you know, picking up the load at the shipper and all of that good stuff. So easy day, man. Easy day. Still a long day, but easy day. So that's where we're at the video. Love you guys. Peace out. See you on the next load. Tune in tomorrow because I have no idea what we're gonna do tomorrow. I have no clue what we're gonna do tomorrow. If we're gonna have a load, if we're not gonna have a load, if I'm gonna be deadheading home. You guys be ready for the comments on that one. If I deadhead home, whoo, Lord, we're gonna be like, yeah, 600 miles of deadhead to get home, and we'll see what people say, man. I think we had a lot of people that click on it, don't even want to watch the video. They're just gonna comment all the hate, But yeah, so we'll take a look at that tomorrow, and we'll see. We're gonna try though. We're gonna try and get a load, but there's no guarantees this week. All right, love you guys. Peace out. See you on the next one. Bye bye.